Have you ever wondered if strength always comes in size? What if the greatest lesson about resilience wasn't taught by the lion, the eagle, or even the mighty elephant, but by one of the tiniest creatures on Earth? Today, I want to share with you the incredible story of the hummingbird, a creature so small, yet so powerful, it will completely change the way you think about your struggles, your dreams, and your own inner strength. The hummingbird is one of the smallest birds in the world, weighing less than a penny. Yet, despite its fragile size, it carries within it one of the most astonishing survival systems nature has ever designed. Its wings beat up to 80 times per second. Its tiny heart pumps at nearly 1,200 beats per minute. And every single day, it flies miles upon miles in search of food and survival. But here's the catch. This fragile little creature burns so much energy, it has to consume more than its own body weight in nectar every single day, just to stay alive. Imagine that. For most animals, this would be impossible, but not the hummingbird. It does the impossible every day. Let me take you into one of the most jaw-dropping feats in the natural world. Every year, certain species of hummingbirds migrate across the Gulf of Mexico. That's 500 miles of open ocean, no trees, no flowers, no place to rest. Now, remember, this bird weighs less than a coin. The winds are fierce, the storms are unpredictable, and predators hover above. Many would say it's impossible, yet the hummingbird does it anyway. It sets out on this journey, wings beating relentlessly, fighting against exhaustion, thirst, and the terrifying vastness of the sea. And after 18 to 22 non-stop hours of flying, the hummingbird lands safely on the other side. This is more than a migration. This is a miracle of persistence. This is nature's reminder that the size of your body doesn't determine the strength of your spirit. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like you didn't have enough to make it through? Like the challenges ahead were just too big, too heavy, too impossible for someone like you? That's the moment to remember the hummingbird, because this tiny creature doesn't quit, even when every odd is stacked against it. It doesn't stop flapping its wings when the winds blow harder. It doesn't turn back halfway through the ocean. It keeps going, trusting that every beat of its wings is one step closer to the other side. And if a creature weighing less than a penny can cross an ocean, what excuse do we really have? But here's the deeper lesson. The hummingbird's resilience isn't about brute force. It's about consistency. Think about it. 80 wing beats per second. Not once, not twice, but thousands upon thousands, every single hour. That's what gets the bird across the ocean. Not one giant leap, not one burst of energy, but steady, unrelenting persistence. And isn't life the same way? We want quick results, overnight success, a smooth flight with no storms. But the truth is, greatness is built the hummingbird's way, one small, consistent effort at a time. The hummingbird also teaches us another powerful truth. Rest is part of resilience. At night, when food is scarce, the hummingbird faces death from starvation. So it slows its heartbeat from 1,200 beats a minute to just 50. It enters a state called torpor, a kind of deep sleep that conserves energy. It looks lifeless, weak, vulnerable. But really, it's charging up for the next day, for the next fight, for the next journey. And that's a lesson for us too. Sometimes resilience isn't about pushing harder. Sometimes it's about resting wisely, conserving strength, and rising again tomorrow with renewed energy. Now let's make it personal. Maybe right now you're in your own migration. Maybe you're facing your ocean, a season that feels endless, exhausting, impossible. You flap your wings every day. You put in the effort. You burn through energy, and still the other side feels far away. Here's the truth. You're not failing. You're just in flight. And if you keep going, if you keep showing up, keep flapping your wings, keep pushing one more second, one more hour, one more day, your breakthrough is coming. The hummingbird reminds us of 3 life-changing lessons. Size doesn't define strength. You may feel small compared to your problems, but your spirit is bigger than anything you face. Consistency beats intensity. It's not about giant leaps, but about steady, faithful effort that compounds over time. Rest is part of resilience. Don't mistake pauses for failure. They are preparation for greater strength. So the next time you feel like giving up, I want you to remember this. If the tiniest bird in the world can cross an ocean, then you too can cross whatever ocean life has placed in front of you. Your wings may be tired, the winds may be strong, but with persistence, faith, and resilience, you will make it to the other side. Because your story isn't about how small you are. It's about how strong your spirit can become when you refuse to give up. Backhand index pointing right. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And don't forget to subscribe to Epic Life Hub for more motivational stories that will lift your spirit, strengthen your mindset, and remind you that your breakthrough is always closer than you think.